For 25 years, Jazz at Lincoln Center has offered thousands of performances, educational programs, and events around the world. The organization is celebrating its silver anniversary this year. Co-founder and artistic director Wynton Marsalis is also a CBS News cultural correspondent. He joins us now.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a while.
Yeah.
25 years.
Yeah. Tell us what it means to you and what it means for jazz.
I think it gives us opportunity to reflect on all the different things that we've done. And also Jazz at Lincoln Center as a movement, because it really is a community movement with people involved from all walks of life, all generations, all parts of the country, now actually the world, all ages. And the success of the program is a testament to what everybody did to come together around our music, American music and jazz.
You say, and in this book too, marking 25 years, that jazz can provide musicians and listeners alike with a sense of self, a concept of romance, a more comfortable physicality, a deeper understanding of other human beings.
Right.
Why is that, and have you seen it in this past 25 years? Have you seen more of that?
I've seen that and so much more.
Yeah.
It's such a great tool for teaching our youngsters and bringing all of us into a general feeling of democracy and a naturalness with the creativity of other people and an acceptance of your own individuality. And so many great people have been in the music from everywhere, from a guy like Miles Davis that grew up on a farm and was relatively wealthy, to someone like Louis Armstrong who picked trash out of the streets and resold it. And it embraces it. There's so many great stories in the music, and there's so many great stories in the history of jazz at Lincoln Center, how we came together, the different types of people we've affected, from the New York Philharmonic to...
Define jazz for us.
Jazz has three elements. One is improvisation, and it means that we have something to say ourselves that's important, that only we can say. Swing, which means other people have something to say too, and we have to figure out how to negotiate and give them their space and the respect of their space, and also the blues. And we play the blues. It means life, all of us have something to deal with.
If you were making your last journey across the river, what music would you like to hear?
Louis Armstrong playing something. But I mean, I love there's so many great musicians. I pick pops. I'm from New Orleans, but Marcus Roberts is a young musician that's a genius. So I would love to hear his sound. He has a lot of integrity.
Speaking of anniversaries, Rolling Stones, 50 years. What do you think of that? Well,
I think any group that can, anything that stays together for 50 years, that's not forced together like family, that's an achievement. That's a miracle. And for a band, it's even harder.
But it's also, they drew their roots from song people that they heard, you know, in America, and especially blues.
Well, they're part of the Afro-American tradition. And many times, anytime you see a rhythm section, the drums and the bass playing together, people are a part of the Afro-American tradition.
You know, also just jazz and popular culture, Homeland, extremely popular series, and there's that opening credit where this trumpet sort of blares out, and it's the, you know, it sets the opening scene as we see in the beginning of Homeland. There it is. I mean, it sets the tone. What do you see when we see so much jazz in popular culture these days?
I think that jazz is our national art form, and it has so much about democracy and how we choose to deal with each other, that whenever it becomes a part of something that allows more people, it allows us to know ourselves better. So I'm always happy to see not just jazz or any reference to great arts, Walt Whitman's poetry or anybody.
But it is our art form.
There's no question about that, but we don't take propriety over it, we share it. And it's a music that doesn't demand that this is my music. It's music for the world. It's arts. The arts are. If you can adopt Shakespeare, that's for you. If you like Bach's music, that is for you. That's the beauty of the arts.
You're amazing.
Yes, thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
25 years at Lincoln Center.
Thank you. It's been such an honor to be there.
Wynton Marsalis, we appreciate it.
To celebrate the 25th anniversary, Jazz at Lincoln Center is offering a free song by the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra with Wynton Marsalis. You can find more information at cbsthismorning.com.